Yay! So guess what I did? I made a video and no one watched it. How encouraging. It is easier to make a video knowing no one's gonna see it because then I could do whatever I want. This is my learning curve. When I'm finished with my learning curve, I'm gonna try to make something cool. I have an idea and I would like to learn how to vlog before implementing that idea. That's the explanation that you get. By you, I mean no one. Anyway, since I have literally nothing to do these days, literally nothing, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna tell you guys a story. This is a Greek myth. Once upon a long time ago, Greek myth time, there was a sculptor dude named Pygmalion or Pygamus or Pygmalion. I don't actually know what his name was, but it started with a P and I'm gonna call him Pig. I think it's fitting. So Pig lived in Cyprus. I don't know where Cyprus is. I know it's somewhere in Greek land. We're gonna pretend I'm actually smart, okay? So who else lived in Cyprus? I have no idea. But I do know that there was a bunch of women who said that Aphrodite wasn't a goddess. You don't want to do that. When Aphrodite has to prove she's a goddess, she proves it by stealing your shame and turning you into a prostitute. So these shameless women were running around prostituting themselves, and Pig was like, dude, those women are gross. All women must be gross. Unfortunately, he was not gay, and he still had urges, so he didn't know what to do with them. So he channeled them into art. He made a sculpture of a beautiful woman, and then he fell in love with it. When I say he fell in love with the sculpture, I don't mean that he just, well, that is such a beautiful piece of art. I love this piece of art. I'm gonna buy it. This guy, it's weird. He made it clothing. He laid it down on a bed, and then he said he was married to it. I'm not joking. This is supposed to be a love story. One day, he went to a festival that was being held for Aphrodite. I imagine that it was the women who said Aphrodite wasn't a goddess holding this festival so that they could get their shame back. Anyway, he went to this festival. He sent up a prayer. And in his prayer, he said, I want to find a woman like the sculpture I've created. Because asking for this sculpture to be alive so he can have sex with it was weird. He was still self-aware enough to know that was weird. Aphrodite, curious about the sculpture, went to go down and see it. She found that it looked just like her, and she thought that was so flattering. Obviously, she didn't know that he had been copying a field. She granted his wish. He went home, he kissed it, because that's a normal thing to do. It's so normal, I swear. And instead of feeling cold and stony, it was warm and soft and like human lips. Like he would know what human lips felt like. He married her and they had kids. Probably ended up having statue superpowers. Aphrodite was so happy that she made this man happy that she gave the women back their shame and that they could stop being prostitutes now. I made that last part up. I really feel bad for those prostitutes.